The Alhambra Palace is an ancient palace, a fortress, and one of the most important edifices of stolen Islamic architecture in Andalusia. It was built by the founder of the Banu al-Amr state, the victorious by God, Abu Abdullah Muhammad I. Muhammad bin Yusuf bin Muhammad bin Ahmad bin Nasr bin al-Amr between 1238–1273 in the Kingdom of Granada during the second half of the 10th century AD. It is now one of the most important tourist attractions in Spain and is located 267 miles 430 km south of Madrid. The beginning of the construction of the Alhambra Palace dates back to the 4th century AD, corresponding to the 10th century AD, and some of its parts date back to the 7th century AD, corresponding to the 13th century AD. It took more than 150 years to build. Among the features of Islamic architecture that are evident in the palace buildings are the use of delicate decorative elements and geometric arrangements such as carpet decorations, the writing of Quranic verses and supplications, and even some praises and descriptions composed by poets such as Ibn Zamruk, surrounded by decorations made of colored plaster that cover the walls, and colored faience tiles with geometric patterns that cover the lower parts of the walls. In 2007, the Alhambra was chosen among the list of the 12 treasures of Spain in a referendum in which more than 9,000 people voted. Overview. The plateau on the left bank of the Hadara River, where the Alhambra Palace is located, extends from west-northwest to east-southeast, over an area of 142,000 square meters, with dimensions of 740 meters 2,430 feet in length to 205 meters 674 feet at its widest point. One of the most prominent landmarks is the Casbah of the Alhambra, which is a fortress that occupies a fortified place on the plateau. The rest of the plateau is surrounded by a relatively weaker wall, with 13 towers, some of which are for defensive purposes. On a hill next to Alhambra, the Generalife's Garden is the Garden of the Nasrid Kings. It contains pavilions and corridors surrounded by beautiful gardens watered by canals and water fountains. Reason for naming. There is disagreement about why this prominent landmark was called the Alhambra Palace. There are those who believe that it is derived from the Banu al-Amr, the Nasrid tribe, who ruled Granada between the years 6 to 9897, 123 to 1492 AD, while others believe that the name goes back to the red soil that is characteristic of it. It has the hill that was built on it. Another explanation for the name is that some of the castles adjacent to the Alhambra Palace were known since the end of the 3rd century AD, corresponding to the 9th century AD, in the name of the Red City.